I've never really been a fan of independent movies, mostly because I find them to be a lot of standing around and talking. But Rwby Family manages to take that format and make it work fairly well. The episode begins with Ozpin pulling a Professor X from the end of Last Stand.
That farm boy's in for some hard times.
Meanwhile, Yang is hanging out with her old man as well as Professors Port and Oobleck. Finally, Rwby and the Rangers are being shadowed by Mr. Awesome himself, Uncle Qrow. When they stop for the night at a town, Qrow has a meeting about some potentially world-ending stuff with none other than his long-lost sister, Raven. Rwby Family employs a couple of different narrative devices to keep the series of info dumps from getting dull. The first one involves the show falling back on one of its core strengths, its characters.
I'm told almost anything is more tolerable in pleasant company.
That's absolutely true.
I wouldn't know anything about that.
Rwby has put a lot of time and effort into making its characters likable. So the scene with Tai, Port, and Oobleck just talking was very enjoyable. But the star of the scene is Yang. First off, we see something from Yang that we've needed. A smile. There's also a fantastic subversion of expectations when Tai says something seemingly insensitive. But Yang recognizes it as a joke. This moment is fantastic character development. First off, it shows how good a father Tai is. He knows his daughter well enough to get her sense of humor. It also shows he's a rambunctious guy who can joke about anything. Now let's look at the second narrative tool that the episode uses, that J.J. Abrams brand mystery box. The first one is the ultimate fate of Oz the Great and Powerful.
Yeah, is he dead or not?
Well, he's talking to that farm boy via either magic mirror or possibly telepathy, so maybe? The second mystery box is the relic. It's apparently the key to all of Salem's evil schemes. So, what is it? Where is it? What does it do? We can only speculate about this. A mystery box can be really intriguing and very compelling, but it can also be downright frustrating. However, in this particular case, I would say we're safe from the worst outcome of a mystery box.
The box being empty the whole time.
Exactly. We know the relic exists, and that Salem is convinced that it's at Beacon. Now, if the writers have been clever, we may have seen it already without knowing its real significance, a la the One Ring or Lapis's mirror. Now, the more compelling mystery, in my opinion, is the fate of Ozpin. Clearly, he's in some way out of commission, but he can communicate with the farm boy. I think the difference is between showing and telling. We're told that the relic is important, but we're shown Ozpin's kinda sorta return. Finally, I want to look at Raven, and the big reveals associated with her. She's clearly going to be a wild card. She's opposed to Salem, but she's not 100% behind the heroes either. She's also the leader of a bandit clan, and far more loyal to them than she is to her own daughter. Also, her teleportation powers are scary as hell to average villagers. Okay, now it's time to break down the good and the bad in Rwby Family. On the good side, there's a lot of great character moments from Yang, Qrow, and the Teachers of Beacon, as well as an interesting mystery surrounding the return of the Wizard of Oz. On the other hand, the mystery of the relic isn't exactly scintillating, and Raven is frustratingly vague. But this is still a decent episode, so I give Rwby Family a 3.5 out of 5. Now, if you're interested in more reviews of anime, movies, TV shows, comic books, or video games, check out my channel on YouTube at StupidPrivate913, or find my Facebook and Deviantart pages for video updates and more. Thank you for watching.
Hey kids, today's show is brought to you by the letter 4 and the number potato! I'm a stupid private.